Perfect. Classic. Hello and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is August 6th, 2024, and this is episode 106. My name is Roz, and I live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada, with my husband and my two kids who are 14 and 12. But today I'm coming from Oregon. We're on the coast of Oregon for 6 weeks for the summer, so you're getting the al fresco of at the campsite. There is much happening because the outdoor pool is right there along with the gaga ball pits, and there are campsites all around us, chopping wood and doing all sorts of things. So I hope you're getting the audio okay, and please let me know if it is too loud and I'll find another time to record. But today for you, I have a finished object, a work in progress. I definitely have some stash. We have a couple of vents and a book. So let's get started, shall we, with finished objects. It's probably no surprise that I have finished Cooper's Musselburgh hat. This is a double thick hat pattern, and I've been working on this one for a while if you've been around. It has not been blocked, so it does look a little wibbly wobbly. He chose the highlighter yellow with the pink accent, so I've got it here in tall form, and then he'll be able to fold it up, and once it's blocked, it'll be just yellow if you have it folded up, or you can fold it the other way and you'll have it just yellow this way, and then, or you can fold it up with the pink brim, which I think is how he'll wear it the most. Will probably be like this. Fits him really well. Musselburgh is a pattern by Isolde Teague, and I think this is number 16 of this pattern that I have knit. So I clearly enjoy this pattern a lot. The yarn I used is the yellow is a biscuit sock in flash colorway, and this is Emma's yarn in Shut the Front Door. So it is definitely a highlighter pink. We got both of these in Quebec when we were there last summer, so it's nice to have some of my last summer yarn used up this summer on our summer adventure. Didn't have much left, just this little bit left of the yellow and an even smaller bit left of the pink. So I'm very happy with that. I'm calling that done. That will just go into my scrap ball, and that is out of my stash. So that I now need to rearrange my travel knitting bag because this one hangs nicely in the car with my latest project, and that'll move us on to works in progress. I only have one work in progress to show you. I seem to be very much a monogamous knitter on this trip, although I did start these before I finished the hat, and these are some socks. They look really skinny, but it's just because they're scrunched up funny. So this is some scrappy socks that I'm doing. This yarn, the stripy one, is a self-striping, which is from Mustache Yarns, and this is an ends or like a small pieces of yarn. It wasn't a full skein, so I'm doing some shorty socks. This gray is left over from Gauge Dye Works, and I had some of her solar system colorway, so the light gray is from there. Sorry, I'm very distracted by my children having immense amount of fun and being very loud. But this is a Tokyo something yarn. I will put it up on the screen, the striping colors, but it does have one repeat all the way through to the red. I'm going to be using the even heel pattern, which is from Nikki Knits. As this, I don't want to interrupt the striping in any other sort of short row heel, so I'm going to use the even heel because it works well with an alternate color, and I really like the fit of them. And Nikki is amazing, so you should definitely check out her pattern for her even heel socks. And then I'll just do, I think I need like another couple repeats of color, and then I will do the heel, and then I will do whatever is left, and then I have some other leftovers that I will use. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this for both of the heels, and then I do have these bits of gray left as well. I can't remember what this is, this teal color, but I will put it on the screen. But I think it goes well together as a nice scrappy sock, but yet cohesive. And yeah, so I've got yellow, like kind of like a burnt, like greeny yellow, a brighter yellow, and then a red, and then there's a bit more gray on it. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be enough to make some shorty socks. It's always good to have some shorty socks in the summer. Oh, and there's the tags that I have all stuffed together. I'll put that back. Don't want to lose those. And I'm actually housing this in this tiny little, not even project bag. This is a Notions bag. This is from my friend Tracy. She sent me this, and it goes with a bigger tote. And this is the Notions pouch that goes with it, but it's perfect for these little scrappy socks, and everything just fits right in. So it's great. I'm not going to try and shove it in there now. That is it for works in progress, and we'll move on to stash. We have been to 2 yarn stores since I last recorded, and I have quite the variety of yarn to show you. This is from Tidewater Creations, which is in Oregon. I think it was in Waldport. And this is their 50-gram sock sets. So it is a 75 superwash merino and 25% nylon. It is, like I said, a 50-gram set, but that's plenty for me, especially if I do heels and toes in a different contrasting yarn or something. So I'm very excited about those. These are very sea colors. It makes me think of the ocean. Anyway, so I got that one to make some socks for myself. I also had my family pick out a few things. So this is some of their singles yarn, and it is a DK weight, I believe. I'm not finding it off the top of my head right now, but yeah. And
yeah, that's DK for sure.
Thank you.
I can see from here.
Comment section.
Come on, man. Get it together, Roz.
Mike picked this one out, and he's hoping for some fun stuff from the kids for this one, probably, maybe from me, we'll see. But it's got some fun colors, lots of pink and stuff, but reminded him of tide pools where you see the really clear water and then a bunch of different like sea anemones and sea stars and stuff like that. I also got this one, which is a sport, and it just subtly speckled. So it's just a 100% superwash merino, but it is a sport weight instead of a fingering weight. So I'm interested to see what that will knit up like. And again, it's very sea, tide, ocean kind of colors seem to be speaking to me. The next one is another one that Mike picked out, and this is also the DK. But this one is not a single, and the kids are going to make him some crocheted bracelets out of this because you'll get the nice kind of striping along with just that kind of crochet chain. Yeah, but very fun, bright colors. I know, we got on a bit of a splurge at this Tidewater. The last 3, I'm going to hold up all together, although I'm not going to use them all together. But they are all naturally dyed, and all of these yarns are dyed in-house at their, I don't know if it's at their location, and then also in the store, the husband is a woodworker, and he had many beautiful things. The kids got a tic-tac-toe board, and we got a wooden trivet and some other things as well, and some like rocks, some gems, and I can't remember what else, but we got quite a few things. There was locally sourced sheep wool that was there, that was hand spun, some of it mill spun. There was all sorts of local artists creating little creations, soaps, pottery, like everything you could think of. There was a little bit of everything there, although there was a very large yarn section, so that was nice. So this one is dyed with Corpus and Marigold. So it's got really fun speckles on here. And this is the DK again. And then I got 2 more of the DK, and I'm going to use these 2 together. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to knit, but I'm pretty sure I know what I want to knit with them. And this one was dyed with cochineal. So this one is just a solid, and then they just speckled this one with it. So it's a new one they've just done recently, so I was very excited for those, and I think those will make a very nice cowl together. So that is my plan for those. And then just today, we went, and it's underneath everything else, so I gotta get it. Just today, we went to the Pearly Shell Fiber Studio, and all of their stuff say pirate dyed at the port of Ilwaco. And so all of these are dyed in-house. Again, it's so amazing to find all these hand dyers, and they have their own storefronts, so that not only do they have commercial yarn there, but they also have all of their own hand dyed stuff. This store I will put in today's video, which is August the 5th. When I do it, I took a bunch of video of their wall. They have some of the people that work at the store do hand spun, and so they had a whole wall of just hand spun yarn you could purchase. They have some locally sheeped that is then hand dyed by them in store and milled fairly close by as well in small batches. And then this is this one that I keep holding up. This is their Superwash DK. It's 100% Superwash Merino. So it's kind of more of a standard yarn, but it was dyed there. And this colorway is called Rune, which is like R-U-H-N, which is character from the Crescent City books. And then this one I got is also DK. So the same yarn, and this one is called Bryce, which is the main character from the Crescent City series, and I just love it. I also got, so this is 100% locally sourced Corriedale. So I'm just reading the tag. This was, I can't remember where she said it was milled, but it was fairly close by, and then it is dyed at the store, and it's got these really cool dark blues, and then you get this kind of browny gray, which is obviously the color of the sheep, but they've over dyed it with this blue, so you just get a really cool kind of mottled color there. And it does have quite a high twist on it. I do believe this is a fingering weight, maybe even a light fingering, so I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. Very interested to see how it knits up. It's probably going to be a bit pooly, a bit kind of microstripey if I do it in a hat or something, but I'm very excited about that one too, and it feels amazing. And I don't know that I have any 100% Corriedale in my stash. Oh, there's bugs on me. those little tiny green ones. And the last thing I got was a mini skein set. I'm not going to take it out of here because I don't want to mess it up, but I will hold it up. Hopefully there's not too much glare on it. And they have, not only do they have items from the Crescent City series that by Sarah J. Maas that I am currently reading, they also have stuff from her previous series. This one is called Night Court, which is part of the Court of Thorns and Roses series. So it's a 4 skein mini set. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I love the Night Court and I love these colors. So there we are. They also had, there were so many colors that I would have loved to take home. There was, just because of the things they were named after, they had a whole bunch of Pride ones. They had stuff from Inside Out, which is a Pixar movie, or the Inside Out 2, which just came out recently. You know, quotes from different characters from that. They had a lot of pop culture references. And then all the Sarah J. Maas books, because apparently everybody that works in the shop is huge fans of those books. So, as am I. Let's move on to events. I am still participating in 2 events this summer. The first one is Stash Dash, which is hosted by the Knit Girls. It's a compete against yourself competition. and I have opted for the 3K version, or 3,000 meters. And I'm actually pretty close to my goal. I added it up the other day and I was about at 2,600. So not that far away from my goal. A couple more things and I'll be right there in it. So that's super fun. You can check out the link to their website below for more details. And the second one is the Colors of Fall knit along. This is a knit along hosted by the Yarniacs podcast. They're an audio podcast that I listen to, and I have not worked on my Whitmore sweater at all, but I do plan to, hopefully soon. This is a knit along to knit something for the fall and then style it how you would wear it in the fall, whether it's fall where you are or not, but that's the kind of idea of it. And then there is like a color palette based off of like the year colors, but it's pretty lenient. So definitely check out the link to that as well if you're interested. That is it for events, and we'll move on to books. I have finished one book, and it is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, and it was really good. I enjoyed this book a lot. I can't wait for the next one to come out because, of course, you know, they finished one of the arcs, but they left it kind of hanging, like what's going to happen next, of course, because it is the first in a series. It was intended that way, and I'm excited about it, and I enjoyed this book a lot. If you like fantasy with a bit of Viking and some lore in there, definitely check that one out. And I am currently reading the third book in the Crescent City series, and I can't remember the name of it, but I will link to it down below. And that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you're interested in more of our summer adventures, I am posting just daily short little videos on my channel about some of the things that we do. There's no talking or anything in them, so they're just, you know, some plinky plunky music with some of the scenery, occasionally a couple sea lions thrown in there for good measure. Thank you, audience. And I hope you're enjoying those as well if you're interested. And we will see you guys again next time. Bye.